Alright, so for today's video of Kashmir Korner, we're cooking dum aloo. Dum aloo is a fried potato dish, fried spicy potato dish. It's not really like French fries. It looks more like baked potatoes. And the first step is to boil the potatoes. Alright. So I already boiled the potatoes. I put 3 large potatoes. These are not the right type. It's better to have rounded potatoes, so they fry better and they look better. With these long ones, this elongated cylindrical potatoes, I have to cut them in half so they're more rounded and easy to fry. But now I already cooked them for half an hour to an hour. They're softer. And now the next step I have to do. So I'm going to move everything over here. I can put it in the rice.
No, you can't. It's like dirt to this is underground.
It's healthy water now. Anyway, okay, I'll do something like that later. No, I'm not going to use it, obviously. So now the step is to remove the skin from the potatoes. That's the first step. And after you're done removing the skin from the potatoes, you can also poke holes. We take a toothpick. Do you have the toothpicks? Where are the toothpicks? Hey. Hey, hey. Where are the toothpicks?
Huh?
Toothpicks.
I'll give it to you. Just finish the peeling, huh?
I can show the steps on this one. And then do it for the rest.
ये खराब तो नहीं हो गया, ठीक है ना?
That's okay. There's some black stuff, but I won't worry too much about that, since we're going to fry it anyway. But since these are not the right shape, these are too big and not round, so what I'm going to do is
I can put this.
cut it in half so it looks more rounded.
I told you to cut 3 pieces.
Oh, 3 pieces?
Yes.
This one I can.
Hey.
Is this too much?
Okay.
It'll work. Kind of messed up here, but I was supposed to cut 3 pieces. So I'll do it with the next one. With the holes, you just poke it in all With the holes, you poke the holes in all directions. Through. Try to make it go all the way through. I already poked from this side. I'll poke from this side. Then I'm going to poke from this side. So the more holes you put, you can only put so many holes because then they become weak too. So you have to put a certain number of holes all around from all angles, preferably. That way the oil gets through and it boils better. It fries better. As you can see, I'm putting all these holes in them to make sure they come out good. When it's time to eat them and fry them and then cook them. So I'm trying to put holes as evenly as possible throughout the whole width, height, and length of the thing. And aloo is the Indian word, Hindi word for potato, and dum is similar to smoke They say Duma therapy, but Dum also means strength, or not just strength, but kick ass, ass kicking strength. So, for example, the spicy taste of the potatoes after we put all the spices, that's why it's called Dum Aloo, because it packs the ass kicking taste. So it's like a smoked out aloo, a smoked out potato. Like George W. Bush said, he's going to smoke bin Laden out of the caves of Afghanistan. And they stopped the hashish growing of Afghanistan so they could have the poppy fields. So bin Laden just went to Pakistan because now he got the taste for Bush's smoke out. Anyway, it's a Dum Aloo. It's like a smoked out aloo. And now I'm doing the second one. I'm removing all the skin first, because it's easier to remove the skin before you cut the potato. After you cut the potato, then the skin is not a uniform thing, and it's not like so easy to peel off like paper, stuck to a wet ground or something. Alright, so now we have the second piece. And I'm again going to cut it in 3 pieces so it resembles a smaller, rounder potato. And just like before, I'm going to make all the holes. After this, the next step is to fry, right? After this we fry, right? So my dad's going to help with the spices. We're going to grab all the spices and grind all the spices. And oh, you already managed it? Oh, okay. So we already have the spices from before. Enough spices for one? Just enough spices for this dish. And then first we have to fry the potatoes. Now we totally deep fry it. We soak it deep in oil. Oh, this thing is so runny. Yeah, it is. So we fry it in oil. So it deep fries and it becomes nice and golden. So it looks attractive and tastes attractive. That's why we put the spices. And same thing with this Dum Aloo. Poking holes, poking holes. Good to poke hole from all sides, especially when it's uneven like this. When it was even and round, then the job would have been more efficient. But this is not bad. Hopefully it'll work. I think it will work. Looks strong. Looks like it will fry. I'm trying to get all 6 sides. Poke holes in it. Alright, now one side. Be careful with poking holes, because if you go too uncontrollably, then you're going to damage the potatoes. So you have to be very skillfully, kind of like putting a needle through a thread, because these are sensitive living beings, roots of sensitive living beings. So roots are very sensitive. think I've poked enough holes now on all sides. Can't remember now. Hard to tell. I think it's looking pretty deformed.
Oil should be too boiling, okay?
Also, I can start frying it now?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay, you fried it. Okay, great. Now put this round looking thing in the fryer. I'll show you the fryer in a minute.
It's not yet ready oil.
Oh, I should put it until it fries, huh?
It's break otherwise.
Oh. I don't want that.
You should see this. Once you put the aloo, it should start bubbling. Is it doing that? No.
No, it'll start frying it. We're starting to fry.
No, it has
Yeah, it is bubbling.
extra strong heat.
It's bubbling. So I can use this to move it.
So use a spoon, no?
Metal?
Metal. Or you can use this. No, this is not. Wait, hold on.
It's not ready?
No, it's not ready.
Okay, I can just clean up then.
It's not ready yet.
Oh, actually, I have another one to cut. So I have another one to do. And I'm going to show you the frying equipment. You have to put quite a bit of oil and try to submerge the potatoes under the oil and fry them until they're change color and are totally fried. Now I can put?
No, you don't have to put, but you have already put.
No, it's ready, yeah. It's frying already. So I'll put another one. And now there's enough there.
Will one more fit or no?
Maybe. Maybe I can put it. I did. Oh man. It's tight squeeze though. Alright, so I got 4 potatoes now. I can leave them there and I can work on my last potato. Make the holes in it like this, just like this. You can see the holes there. Look like Star Wars battleship or something. Alien like that. It's kind of hard to see the holes in this one. But, oh, maybe I didn't actually put holes in this, actually. So I can show you, as I'm making the holes now, what it looks like. Like I said, it's kind of difficult. Like a surgeon. But it's a fun process. If you like repetitive, mindless processes, kind of like exercising. It gives you that mental peace, especially if aided with some green stuff. Alright, so now I'm making holes all over. I think they seem, yeah, some of the holes were already made before, but you get the idea. Now I'll continue back when the fry process continues. So we're in part 2 now. I've been frying these for 10-15 minutes, 10 minutes or so. You can see how they're starting to change color. Now they're getting to that golden brown color that we want. This one is looking more like it's almost ready. But this is just a frying process. We have a lot more work to do. And they're starting to smell really like French fries already. So it's hard to resist eating it. But if you eat it now, it's just going to taste like plain old French fries. But when you actually cook it with all the, after frying it, you have to do another cooking process with all the spices. And that's when you get the real taste of the dum aloo. Much better than French fries. But you'll see all that. And this is the next batch that we have to fry. After that one is done frying, we're going to fry these and get them also looking like that. And ready to move to the next step. So far we've boiled the potatoes. We've peeled the potatoes. We poked holes in the potatoes, and after cutting them, because these were not round, small potatoes, regular style. So after we peeled them, we put holes in them, all different types of directions, making sure they don't break up. And then we fried 4 of them, and we have to fry 4 more here. Next step. Until the next video, part 2. Right, so far we boiled the potatoes, we poked holes in them, and we fried them. And then after they were golden brown and fried, can't really see the color anymore. They were once golden brown after fried. And then we poked holes in them again, because after you fry them, the holes get blocked with the oil. So we poked the holes again, and then we put some of the oil in a new pan and put all the spices. Then we fried the spices for a minute. We added water, and then we added all the fried potatoes with the holes again poked in them. And that's what you're seeing right now. The spices are all red. And now on mild heat, we're going to smoke out the potatoes and smoke all the spices into the potatoes. And then it's going to be ready, dum aloo. So we're going to keep it for another hour. We already fried it for at least 20-30 minutes. And now with the spices, we're going to let it cook. And that's dum aloo. Easy dish to cook. And a beautiful dish to make. It actually looks very nice when it's fully cooked. Right now it looks too red. But after the water gets reduced, and after the spices get infused, then it's going to look and smell beautiful. And it was already looking and tasting pretty good after you fried it, but when you add the spices, then it goes to the next level, and you actually get the dum aloo taste. Unfortunately, we didn't get the best potatoes, so they're a little weak looking, but if it's done right, it takes more than a day to cook, because they use slow cooking. Anyway, this is Kunal with the last video of dum aloo. Hopefully, after it's cooked, I can take a picture, and that'll be the video. That'll be the picture for the video. Alright then. Kunal checking out the last video of dum aloo.